Good day, everyone. Nickie Brown here. No matter where you are and what part of the world you are in, I hope that you are having a good day. So, we are going to do some yoga stretches, some simple stretches today, just to get the body loosened up and start to work towards being more flexible, which is good for back pain, your joints, your tendons, um, and all that good stuff um, to improve the body. So, if you're starting to wake up in the mornings and you have pain in the body, this will help to alleviate some of those pains that you feel. So, we'll just start out with some neck exercises. Okay, and yoga is not really a spectator sport, so I am covered as a sign of modesty. Um, I forgot to do that in my previous videos, but I do try to keep covered as much as possible because, again, yoga is not a spectator sport, and this is to help those who need help in gaining that flexibility and lubricating the joints so that the body lives longer and stays healthier, right? So this is called chin mudra. Basically, your thumb is touching your index finger and it's pointing up toward the heavens or toward the sky, toward the universe, whatever you call it. And we're just relaxing. So we'll start with 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And you can open your eyes or you can keep your eyes closed. But again, we're going to start with some neck exercises. Okay, and we're going to drop the head down, chin toward the chest, and then bring it back down and back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if you have neck problems, you do want to be careful before you start this exercise. You may want to consult with your physician before you start any exercise. Okay, now we're just going to look to our right and left, right, 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 left, and right, left. Okay, now I'm going to look up and then down, up, 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 down, and up, and down. Okay? Now we want to do it clockwise. So bring the chin to the chest. Bring your right ear to the right shoulder. Bring the head back, drop the head back. Right ear, left shoulder, and then back down to the chest. That was 1. Over, back, over, and down. 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 Last one. Over, back, over, and down. Okay, you can look up. Okay, so for the next stretch, we are going to sit in what we call sitting on your ankles, which is also child's pose where you stretch. Let me move back some. You can do child's pose in multiple ways. If you really want to get a good stretch, you can stretch the arms out. And if you can't touch your forehead to the mat, try to open the legs a little bit so that they're more parallel to the shoulder or a little bit wider. And then you sit your sit bones back. You may not be able to go into the full stretch. If you can't, just do what you can, and that's fine too. Okay, but you want your sit bones to be on your ankles. Again, if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. You can also bring the hands behind you. Okay, then we want to, again, sit on our ankles. Make the back as straight as you possibly can, and then fall over to your right side. Okay, and you want to bring your left leg around your right knee, as far over as you possibly can. If you can go all the way over, then do so. If you can only go here, then do that. If you can only go here, do what you can, right? Okay, then we want to bring the right arm up and back, close to the body as possible. Bring the left arm up and hug the knee into the chest, keeping the back as straight as you possibly can and looking over the right shoulder. And we're going to hold this for about 30 seconds. If you need to come out of the stretch before then, feel free to do so. In 12, on 13, on 14, on 15, on 16, on 17, on 18, on 19, on 20, on 21, on 22, on 23, on 24, on 25, on 26, on 27, on 28, on 29, on 30. Okay, and you can come out. Again, these stretches are good for your back. It helps your hip flexors so that you can become more flexible. And again, just basically lubricating those joints and opening up the body to not feel so much pain. Okay, so now we want to drop over to our left side. Right, bring our right arm over our left knee. as far as you can. Raise your left arm up. Bring it behind you, close to the body. Right arm up and hug the knee into the chest while looking over your right shoulder. On 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8, on 9, on 10, on 11, on 12, on 13, on 14, on 15, on 16, on 17, on 18, on 19, on 20, on 21, on 22, on 23, on 24, on 25, on 26, on 27, on 28, on 29, on 30. And release. And again, we can go back into child's pose and stretch. Okay, and then we'll go into the next position. So the pose or posture that we did is called the half spinal twist, and it is great to keep the spine straight. There is a tendency as we get older to start to hunch over, and this helps to keep the spine straight. It also increases the synovial fluid in our joints. It stimulates the release of glucose, right? Which tones the sweat glands, which is good for us, again, to help keep the body lubricated. It also provides a good massage to the abdominal muscles and the digestive organs. So if you feel like you need to use the restroom after doing that pose, that's the reason why. So I just wanted to go over some of the benefits. So now we are going to do what we call the dolphin. Okay, now with the dolphin, this is actually preparing you to do a headstand. We're not going to do a headstand, but we can still strengthen the upper body. And if you ever go to a yoga facility where they do the headstand, this will help prepare your body to do so. However, if you have neck problems, if you are on your menstruation, if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, not diabetes, high blood pressure, whether it's low or too high, so any problems with your blood pressure, only hold it for 30 seconds. If you have your period, you don't want to do it at all. And if you have neck problems, you probably don't want to do it at all. And that's the headstand itself. The headstand or even the shoulder stand. But again, if you have high blood pressure or even low blood pressure, you can hold it for 30 seconds. But again, this exercise is just preparing us for a headstand or a shoulder stand, which we're not actually going to do. But you still want to be careful. And again, if you have your period, you can actually, I'll show you. You can take your yoga mat and push it up against the wall. I'm not going to do that right now, but I will show you. You want to line your body up against the wall, then turn and scoot your buttocks up against the wall. And then just stretch your legs out. And then you can hold it here. This is also good for people who have back problems. Okay? And then if you feel ready over time, you can bring the feet up against the wall and push up. Doing your best to make your back as straight as possible. But again, if you have your period, you can just comfortably stay here, stretch your legs, and that will be fine too. You're still getting a good stretch. Okay. Okay. As for the dolphin, and the shoulder stand and the headstand is good for your overall body health because it's an inverted position. You can hold the position as long as you possibly can. Typically, when you're first starting out, you hold them for 30 seconds to a minute, but some people can hold this position for hours. So it all depends on you and what you can do, but it's actually good for the spine. It's good for all the organs in the body. Um, it's an overall health benefit for the entire system. Okay, so what you want to do is start out on your knees. And again, if you have back problems or hip problems or any type of problems where you're not able to hold this position, you can just stay on your knees. What you want to do is take your hands and measure your elbows. So you want to stay about shoulder width apart. So you take your hands, put them inside of your elbows and measure. Then bring the hands forward. And again, if you're not able to push your hips up, we're going to stay on our knees. And the goal is to bring the chin onto the mat. When you do this the first few times, you may not be able to reach the mat. This is the modified version. So I'll go ahead and show you the modified version. Again, you want to have a stable foundation. So this is your triangle. Okay. And you're taking, and you're just lowering your body down. And you're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And you want to do this between 6 and 10 times, whatever you can do. Okay, so as you can see, I brought my chin to the mat. Again, if you're not able to do so, that's fine. Okay, the full version, and again, this is called dolphin. Okay, again, you're still measuring, bringing the hands forward, then you're tucking your toes, and you're pushing the hips up, and you're doing the same motion. Up. If you need to, you can spread the legs a little. Okay. Ideally, you want to do at least 3 sets of 6 to 10 of those. We just did one today, just for me to show you what that looks like. Okay? Now, if you just continue to practice those, your body will get better and better over time. You know, some people see more flexibility within a few days, within a month. But to get that full flexibility in your body, it could take, you know, a couple years, really depending on your age. If you're a little bit older, like over 50, and this is not to pick on anyone because of course it could happen sooner because everyone's body is different. But let's say if you're over 50, it may take you 4 years. It could take less, but it could take 4 to 5 years before you get the full flexibility where you're really able to stretch, especially if you've had pain in the body. I know that this has helped me with my sciatica. So this is one of the reasons I'm sharing it with you, because I know that some people are in constant pain and have been in constant pain or chronic pain, potentially for years. Some people wake up in the mornings and are in pain, right? So these exercises or stretches or poses or postures can help you alleviate some of that pain, if not all of the pain, if you stay consistent and practice on a regular basis, at least 5 days a week. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful. I love you. As always, Ashe, Om Namah Shivaya, Namaste, Namaskar. Have a good day. Mwah.